Deacon with Tech here, and today I'm with Mr. Bryce Albrecht. And today is November 1st, 2020. Great day in history because it's my birthday. And we're going to be talking about aviation today, specifically aviation careers. So, Mr. Bryce, could you tell us a little bit about how and where you were raised?
I was raised in central Utah. My family operated a cattle ranch. Had about 500 mother cows, and my father also was a hunting guide and outfitter, so we were always outside, always working hard. And I think I went from there and decided to move on to a different career. We used to fly around with a local pilot there to find some of our stray cows, and I took an interest in aviation very early. I decided, my parents tell me, when I was about 12 to become a pilot, and I started from there and went through all the paces to get where I am now. I started flying when I was 15. I soloed on my 16th birthday, got my private pilot's license on my 17th birthday, and my commercial pilot's license on my 18th birthday, which are the minimum ages by the FAA to get those licenses. Currently, right now, I'm 34, and I have about 8,500 hours of pilot time.
Mr. Bryce, that was really interesting about how you were from Utah and you guided hunts. But were there any major influences in your life?
Yes, there were. My parents were very supportive and influential, and my grandparents as well. We had a gentleman in our little town that I grew up in that had the airplane that we would use to fly around and look for cattle. And he was very influential in getting me started in aviation, spiking my interest, and also he was my first flight instructor and really gave me the push to do what I do now. LeVar Wells, he was probably the most influential person in getting me where I am in my career today.
So, Mr. Bryce, you got started really early in aviation, 15, right?
Yes.
I'm 14. I'd like to know a little bit more how you got started in that.
Okay. I started flying, like I said before, when I was 15 and got my private instrument commercial ratings. As soon as I got my commercial rating, I just looked for any job that I could get, and the first job I got was skydiving, flying skydiving airplanes. Moved on from that to do single pilot freight hauling, and did some bush flying in Utah and in Alaska. From there, I moved into the corporate flying private aircraft for corporations and charter companies. I flew air ambulance. So I would say, start studying, get your foot in the door anywhere you can, and start building hours and knowledge. And I think it's very important to build knowledge across a lot of different parts of the general aviation, if that's what you want to do, be in the general aviation industry. Build your skills in a bunch of different things, and I feel that those have really paid off for me, having the different type of flying under my belt that I do have.
So, Mr. Bryce, what are some of the most rewarding aspects of being a pilot?
I enjoy just aside from the flying portion of it, being up in the air and seeing the beauty of Earth from a different perspective. In my current business, I enjoy seeing how I can help people safely and efficiently increase their business by saving time for them and getting them where they need to be safely. It's very rewarding to me when we meet with our customers and they tell me that what I do for them really helps their business or helps them in their personal life.
And Mr. Bryce, if someone wanted to become a professional pilot, what's the process and what's the barriers of entry?
There's, of course, a lot of FAA technical information that you have to learn, but I think the most important thing is dedication and hard work, and be ready to put that in, because it is a lot of hard work. And in most cases, there's not a lot of coaching. A lot of it is done on your own, self-study, learning the information that you need to learn, and then of course there's the side of learning to fly the aircraft as well.
Bryce, my dad has flown with you before, and he's told me that y'all have lots of conversations about Christ, and I wanted to ask you how your relationship with Christ helps you in your day-to-day business.
I think my relationship with Christ guides me in a lot of aspects of it, especially in my business. I think that the guidance that I get from Christ through prayer helps me with doing the right thing as it comes to dealing with my customers and working through deals and different transactions. I always feel like I do the right thing and treat my customers fairly, and I think that's helped me a lot in my business because I feel like my customers always repay that in some way, and so I really value my relationship with Christ in my life and in my business.
You've been flying airplanes for 19 years. What does your aviation career look like now?
I would say I'm just about where I want to be. I own Professional Aviation Solutions. We're a brokerage, management, and charter company. We're based in McKinney, Texas. We take care of multiple corporations' airplanes. We manage all their maintenance, pilot needs, scheduling, record keeping, and if anybody wants to buy or sell their aircraft, we are the people that will help them to get the best value out of it or find the aircraft that most meets their needs.
All right, this is Judd with Ezra Tech. We're trying to start a tradition of when we have somebody come to the shop and they're an agriculture and rancher farmer like Bryce here, they bring their brand and we put it on the wall to kind of their signature for the shop and for being here and being a part of our life and part of what we're doing. We got some new headgear, Ezra Tech gear, Ezra Tech ranch gear, new hat. That's for Bryce.
Oh, thank you.
We really appreciate you coming. And then we're going to have ceremonial branding in just a minute. What's your brand?
It's a Flying A. It's, of course, the A is for Albrecht, my last name, and then we have the wings out here, and that kind of ties us in with aviation. So that's Flying A.
That's appropriate today. Bryce, Professional Aviation Solutions, great group to be with, great group to be a part of, have flown us around at times. And I would strongly suggest if you're looking for an airplane, if you're looking for service, Professional Aviation Solutions, Bryce Albrecht. Appreciate y'all.